My name is Maggie Thompson and I am a textile artist currently living in St. Paul, Minnesota. In addition to my fine arts practice, I run a small knitwear business called Makwa Studio. Before COVID-19, I was actually scheduled to go to Reutlingen, Germany to get one more certification in industrial stole knitting. I was there last fall and was really looking forward to completing my last class, but it's just delayed. During that same week, I had also gotten a phone call from my work. I work at this amazing local company focused on green cleaning. My practice was cleaning during the day and then going to studio in the afternoons and evenings to do knitwear and work on any other fine arts projects or shows that I might have coming up. So after everything started shutting down, I was hearing folks in New York talk about how there's a shortage of PPE. So I was like, all right, I'm not working, I'm just knitting. I have a bunch of material left over in my studio. I'll start sewing masks. Alina had officially put out a call, which is our local hospital, asking folks to start sewing masks. So I started making them for friends, and then it kind of grew out of that, and other individuals had started to approach me. Being a fine artist, I was kind of responding more artistically, and I really like to take time and effort and thought into things I make. I was running out of materials. I was putting in, like 14-hour days. In order to sustain this practice, I'm going to start selling these ribbon masks in efforts to sustain the work of donating them. So I came up with this model: for every ribbon mask sold, I'll be donating 2 regular cotton CDC compliant masks. Since launching the ribbon mask project, over 300 ribbon masks have been sold and 600 regular cotton donated masks have been sent out into communities. I've also been able to hire help. Jada Gray Eagle, she's a photographer and a writer, another native artist, and then my good friend Emma Monroe, who graduated from Rhode Island School of Design a couple years behind me in textiles. So additional volunteers, which includes my mom and a couple of her friends, have been able to really push these masks out into the communities. I feel like as a maker during this stressful time and people wanting to help, it's thinking about the skills that you have and applying them to the situation. Back in the day when, like the French settlers came and introduced ribbon to the Great Lakes tribes, they were introduced to this new material and quickly adapted it into their own clothing and culture. Everyone's learning how to adapt and survive through this pandemic. By wearing a ribbon mask, you either identify with it or you're supporting this culture, and I think it's a way for folks to connect. My hope is that folks won't feel alone and that they'll feel proud and wearing it, and that'll be able to give them some extra strength.